Hey guys, what is going on? So I got a different kind of video today. So this is my top 5 personal favorite old school death metal albums, and also I changed the camera view again because I didn't like that camera view up there because the lighting was really shitty with like my blinds over there. Like it was just really annoying, and it was like I don't know, and like, my phone was always about to fall because it was just barely on my windowsill. But anyways, I like this camera view a lot better. The lighting's a little better, and it's just more comfortable. Anyways. So, yeah, these are my top 5 personal favorite old school death metal albums. These are just my favorite and not, like, in general. There's a handful of albums on here that most people would say. Well, not a handful, but a couple of them. And, so, yeah, these are my personal favorite old school death metal albums. So, I have one honorable mention. That's for a band that I used to not really care for that much, but more recently, they kind of grown on me. And that's when I heard this album is what made me kind of like them, and that's Deicide. I used to not, when I first got into death metal, I used to not really like Deicide until more recently I listened to Once Upon the Cross, and I actually really liked that album, and now I can listen to their stuff, because, like, before I thought it was just really cheesy, and, kind of cliche, but now, like, that album was, like, it was still cliche, but it was really good, and, I don't know, like, they're not my favorite, but, like, I don't know, I can get into that album, Once Upon the Cross. It was really good, very short album, but, very kick-ass with songs like Once Upon the Cross or When Satan Rules His World. Very, very good album. If you like that more, kind of more brutal style of old school death metal, but not so much gory, but it's more just like satanic lyrics, check that out. It's pretty good. Alright, so number 5 on the actual list is Left Hand Path by Entombed. Very, very good Swedish death metal album. Amazing. I really love the production on there. The guitars sound very raw, but very kick-ass. And the vocals sound really, really good. Kind of pissed off. Very good album, though. I really like the album cover a lot, too. I believe it was done by the same guy who did Altars of Madness by Morbid Angel. So that's really cool. But yeah, Left Hand Path, fucking great album. So yeah, that's definitely my favorite release from Entombed. A lot of people also really like the album after that. I forgot what it's called. And then their last album, their third album, Wolverine Blues. I'm not sure if they did an album after that. I can't remember. But yeah. Number 5, I don't have much to say. Oh, my voice cracks so bad. I don't really have much to say for that album. There's not what I'm about to talk about with it. It's a really good album. So yeah, Left Hand Path, Entombed. Alright, number 4 is Autopsy, Severed Survival. Just a fucking kick-ass album. I love the censored album cover. I know that sounds weird if you're not unfamiliar with this album. The censored album cover, I kind of like better than the original. Because the original, it shows a picture of a person getting an autopsy on them, basically. But it's just from the waist up. Like, they've chopped off, like, their lower half. And it's really gory. And it's really cool. I like the original, but I like the I guess you could call it a remake. It's not so much censored because it's still pretty brutal. It's from the person getting an autopsy's point of view, and you see a bunch of like surgeons leaning over a table, and they're all like one of them has like a little thing, and it's like you see like a tooth or something and a bunch of blood coming out of it, and it looks like every little kid who's scared of the dentist like fucking nightmare except it's like surgery. And what's really cool about it is that it's like it gives you a sense of like impending doom, like what the fuck do? Do you like get up and run away with all your organs falling out, or do you just let them like pick away at you? Anyways, enough about the album cover. The music on there is really good. A lot of people say the production is really shitty. It is bad production, but that's what I like about it. Like it gives it this more disgusting kind of vibe, you know, with like songs like the title track "Severed Survival" or "Charred Remains." That's a fucking brutal song with like I really like the Autopsy's probably my favorite lyrics for gore. So yeah, number 4, Autopsy, Severed Survival. They're pretty underrated band. They're not the most popular, but they're really fucking good. So check that out if you haven't. Number 3 is Slowly We Rot by Obituary. Obituary is my second favorite death metal band, and this is my favorite album from them. A lot of people like their third album, their second album, Cause of Death. I'm fucking stupid. It's not their third album. That one's really good too, but there's something about Slowly We Rot that I like a lot better, and I think it's John Tardy's vocals on Slowly We Rot are just a little bit better. I really like his vocals. They're really fucking kick-ass, and he has a very unique style of harsh vocals, and just they play a little bit slower than most death metal bands, and I actually kind of like that better in a weird way. Like, it's really fucking cool. Like, I don't know, it's such a great album with so many great songs, like Internal Bleeding, Till Death, the title track, Intoxicated. Just an amazing album, and I really like the production too. It gives it this really like grimy, nasty feel. It's just a kick-ass album. So yeah, Obituary, Slowly We Rot. This video is turning out a lot shorter than I thought it would be. But yeah, I really like Slowly We Rot. I wish I could get that album. It's really fucking hard to find. Cause like unless I search on like Discogs or something, but shipping is usually expensive on there, and I don't know. For a while, it was available as picture disc, but it's a picture disc. I don't own any picture discs, but I heard they sound really shitty, and it's sold out already. So it's not like I could just get that. I'll probably just pay up and buy it on Discogs sometime, but I don't know. Slowly We Rot is fucking great, and then the CD is also a little bit rare, but not quite as much. All right, 5 minutes in, we're already at number 2. Number 2 is a very underrated album, and that's Blessed Are the Sick by Morbid Angel. Some people pronounce it Blessed, some say Blessed. I like to say Blessed just because it sounds more cool. Really fucking good album. I don't own it, but it's my favorite Morbid Angel album. I only have one album from Morbid Angel, which is Altars of Madness. I really want to get Blessed Are the Sick when it gets reissued in August or July, I think, on vinyl. Yeah, it's just a kick-ass album, really. It's the album that got me into Morbid Angel. I first heard Altars of Madness, and I thought it was okay. But then I heard Blessed Are the Sick, and I was like, okay, this is fucking kick-ass. It's just a great album. I really like the intro, where it's just a noise intro, but you can almost hear, it almost sounds like a little kid screaming, or a pig squealing, really, really silently. And you can't say for sure if it's there or not. And then the album kicks in with Fall From Grace. Just a really kick-ass song, and their lyrics got more sophisticated on this album, and I just really like it. It's my favorite Morbid Angel album. So yeah, really good, and amazing riffs on that album. I also really like the vocals on that album from David Vincent. He just sounds fucking brutal. I really like his vocals a lot more on that album than on Altars of Madness, because on Altars of Madness he had a more high-pitched kind of growl, but then he got more guttural on Blessed Are the Sick, and he kind of came into his own as a vocalist. Morbid Angel, a lot of people like to talk shit about Morbid Angel because of their newest album. I'm not going to try to pronounce the rest. I think that album was a shit album, but I still enjoy their old stuff. I'm not just dissing on them because they had a new shitty album. That's not really a new album. That came out quite a few years ago, but it's their newest. But Blessed Are the Sick, just kick-ass, so underrated. Most people usually talk about Altars of Madness or Covenant, or sometimes even Domination. But yeah, not a lot of people talk about Blessed Are the Sick, and I really enjoy that album. So yeah, number 2, Morbid Angel, Blessed Are the Sick. Alright, now number 1 is from my favorite death metal band. Most people's favorite death metal band, I'd probably say, who are into death metal. That's Death's Leprosy. Oh, fuck yeah, this album is so good. There's not a single bad song on this album. The album cover is fucking amazing. It's just that guy in the robe, and his arm is kind of moldy. Not moldy. He has leprosy, so his arm's kind of rotting away. I have a really bad drawing I did of it right there. That's pretty fucking bad. Yeah, I fucking love Leprosy. It's my favorite death metal album. When I'm in the mood for old school death metal, I usually listen to Leprosy. It's just such a good album. And the thing I like about the album is the kind of feel it gives you. You know, it's a very like with the Autopsy album I mentioned earlier, Severed Survival. It gives you a sense of impending doom while you're listening to it. For a different reason though. It's not like they combine doom metal with death metal. It's more of a straight old school death metal album. And it's a good example of death metal for somebody who hasn't heard any thing like that. It's the album just has this really dark feel to it, and by the end of the album, on the last song, Choke on It, you feel like you're fucking, you just, fought in a fucking war, and you're, on your last leg, and you're, bleeding, and you're, cut up. That's the kind of feel I get when I listen to this album, and it's just kick-ass. It feels like you're going on a fucking, this dark journey, kind of. It's really fucking cool. I probably made it sound a lot more pretentious than the album actually is. It's basically just a straight old-school death metal album. And it has Death's probably their most popular song, Pull the Plug. And my favorite song on there is probably the second song, Born Dead. But yeah, number 1, Death Leprosy. Just fucking amazing album. Love Death, my favorite death metal band, and the band that got me into death metal. So yeah, so I'll just recount them at the end if you guys don't remember. So my honorable mention was Deicide, Once Upon the Cross. Number 5 was Entombed, Left Hand Path. Number 4, Autopsy, Severed Survival. Number 3, Obituary, Slowly We Rot. Number 2 was Morbid Angel, Blessed Are the Sick, and number 1 was Death's Leprosy. There's also a lot of albums I wanted to include on this list, but they wouldn't classify as old school death metal, because bands like Nile or Obscura or Dying Fetus or who else is there? Fuck. Maybe the more mainstream shit like Gojira. I kind of enjoy Gojira. What else is there? It's newer death metal I listen to. Tech Death, I enjoy a lot of Tech Death. But anyways, so yeah, that's just, maybe if you guys are, if you're into death metal, you can tell me yours in the comments. I don't know. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.